Hey yo peeps, how are you all getting on? This is your boy Popsy from Future Shock Studios and welcome back to yet another video. And today we're going to be looking at two awesome lights from SIRUI. And first up is the SIRUI C300X Mark II, which is giving me a bit of a fill light on this side, and it's all being controlled by the app. So let me just show you what it's doing by turning it off. And there you go, that's off now. Let's just put it back on via the app. You can see it's giving me an amazing light on the right side. It's a high output 300 watt handheld light that's compact, powerful and built for serious shoots. And secondly, there's the SIRUI C60X, which I'm currently using as my key light. Let me go and turn that off too. So again, I'm going to be using the app and turning it off now. And that's the kind of light this small pocket handheld light gives me. Let's turn it back on. And there you go. And this is a 60 watt bi-color pocket light with a built-in battery, which is currently being diffused by the SIRUI QR40 mini softbox. And this is what it looks like in the studio. Very small and portable. So with that being said, let's go and roll the intro. The SIRUI C300X Mark II is a 300 watt handheld light that arrives in a well-packaged premium case. Everything's neatly padded in high-density foam with mesh pockets for extras. Inside, you'll obviously find the light itself with a Bowens mount reflector, AC power adapter, D-tap to XLR cable, and a dual V-mount battery plate with a crab clamp. One highlight for me is the tilt head and handle. Part metal, part toughened plastic, easily one of the best I've used. There's also a QR code warranty card to download the manual, making things nice and clean. And the C300X II will cost you around £291 in the UK or $299 US. Next up is the SIRUI C60X. This 60 watt pocket light comes boxed with a light body with a Fresnel lens, a USB-C to a USB-C cable, and a diffusion dome, and that same QR coded warranty card. And it's priced at £99 in the UK and $99 US. Last but not least is the SIRUI QR40 mini softbox, and this will cost you £49 in the UK or $59 US. And all prices accurate at the time of filming this video. And as always, I'll drop the links in the description down below. And it's also worth checking out their website store.sirui.com for more information about these two lights and all the other lineup of amazing products. Moving on, let's go and check out the build quality and the features. As far as the build quality goes, the SIRUI C300X Mark II is a bi-color 300 watt cob light that's impressively compact, about a third the thickness of your average 300 watt unit. It weighs just 966 grams, which makes it ideal for rigging onto smaller stands or even using handheld on location. The body is mostly plastic, which keeps it lightweight, but it still feels solid, durable and well put together. At the front, there's a standard Bowens mount with a quick release button, and you've got two 1/4-inch threads on both the top and bottom for mounting flexibility. Cooling is handled by a turbine-style heat dissipation system using stacked aluminium or aluminum, some say, heat pipes. It's quiet, efficient and built for long shoots. Now looking at the onboard controls and buttons. On the back there's a bright LED screen and two rotary dials that double as push buttons. One adjusts brightness from 1% to 100% in single increments. Or you can jump to presets like 10%, 30, 50, 70 and 100%. The other adjusts color temperature in 100 Kelvin steps or jumps to presets like 2700 Kelvin, 3200, 4500, 5600 and 6500 Kelvin. You also get a dedicated power switch, a cooling fan vent and a lock-in XLR style DC input. Everything feels tactile, well laid out and easy to navigate. Great when you're working quickly on set. Now moving on to the features, this is a bi-color light only with no RGB, just clean. Accurate output rated at 300 watts. With the included reflector, it delivers up to 51,000 lux at 1 meter, which is genuinely impressive for the size. For power, you've got options. AC for studio use, dual 14.8 volt V-mount batteries for full output on location, or the optional H99 Ultra battery grip if you want to keep it streamlined and mobile. There's also 12 lighting effects covering everything from candle, flicker, lightning to fireworks and TV. all of it's fully controllable via Bluetooth using the SIRUI Lite app on iOS or Android. As far as the specs go, the C300X II puts out 300 watts of bicolor light with a Kelvin range from 2700 to 6500 Kelvin and a CRI of 96 plus with a TLCI of 97 plus for reliable color accuracy, and keeps the fan noise impressively low at just 29 decibels. Now moving on to the C60X. As far as the build quality goes, the SIRUI C60X is a bicolor 60 watt handheld cob light built for portability. It's about the size of a lens and comes weighing in at 650 grams, so it's genuinely pocketable. The body is made from durable plastic and features a textured rubber grip, giving you a solid and comfortable hold, especially useful when operating handheld. The overall design feels clean, balanced and well put together. It uses a proprietary mini mount instead of a standard Bowens, which helps to keep the form factor compact and ideal for quick shoots. There's also a single 1/4-inch mounting thread on the bottom for rigging on tripods, arms or stands. Cooling is managed by an internal fan with rear ventilation. Quiet, efficient and reliable for extended use. Now looking at the onboard controls and buttons. The C60X has a bright LED screen, one multifunction dial and an OK and back button. You slide the dial downwards to put it on, activating the anti-mistouch protection, which prevents accidental power-ups during transport. The OK button lets you jump between quick brightness levels 10%, 30, 50, 70 and 100%, and also cycles through color temperature presets like 2500 Kelvin, 3200, 4500, 5600 and 6500 Kelvin. The back button opens the menu and returns to previous screens. The dial scrolls to control both brightness and color temperature, with 100 Kelvin increment steps for fine-tuning. Brightness is adjustable in 1% increments with quick access presets via the OK button from 1% to 100%, and the same goes for the color temperature as the C300X Mark II. Just beneath is the onboard USB-C port used for charging and pass-through power. Now deeper diving into the onboard features, the C60X outputs 60 watts of bicolor light with a color range from 2700 to 6500 Kelvin and runs on a built-in 49.95 watt-hour lithium battery. You get up to 95 minutes of runtime at full brightness in mute mode. It supports PD 100 watt fast charging and 100 watt pass-through, allowing you to charge and power the light simultaneously. And it's also worth noting that the onboard fan must be enabled to exceed 20% of brightness. The C60X has 12 built-in lighting effects with full Bluetooth app control via the SIRUI Lite app, and it pairs seamlessly with the QR40 mini softbox, which attaches in seconds and delivers soft control lighting wherever you need it. Okay, so now that you've seen the unboxing, the build quality and the features, let's go and dive into the SIRUI app. As already mentioned, that both lights can be controlled via the SIRUI app. Let's put that on now. So as you can see that I've got 3 SIRUI lights activated on my app. So basically on top you've got 2 controls, light and group, and I have already grouped them. What basically group does is that you can switch them off and control them all together. So let's try that now. And that's what it looks like without the C300X there and the C60X. Let's put them back on and that's what it looks like. Okay, so the first light we're going to look at is my key light, which is today the C60X. Let me just go into that now. And that's the top one there. So that's the CCT mode at the bottom, and at the top you've got the power on and off button. Let's off it now. So that's what it looks like with the C60 off, and it's crazy how portable and small it can literally fit into your pocket. Let's switch that back on, and as you can see that's running at 50% brightness. We can either use the lever here to control the light, so we can control it there by the plus and minus buttons, and I do like that because not many apps actually give you the feature of a plus and minus button, but you can actually be more accurate when dialing in your settings. Or you can use the slide button. Now we're at 100%, or you can also have the 3 options at the bottom to move it down to 25%, 50% and now 100%, and I am using it on the app as well. And now we're going to move across to the effects button, and then we've got a few effects modes as you can see. So that's fire, candle, broken bulb, TV, flash. Mind you, I can move the speed up to make it go faster or slower. And again, SIRUI, you have nailed it with this plus at the size of this light. Okay, let's go into the C300X. Okay, we've got the fan running in auto, and we've got the standby button on the top just to turn it off. And again, we've got the plus and minus buttons there. I can move the brightness up to 0, completely off. Or I can do it to 100% by sliding, or I can use the 3 presets available. 25%, don't you just like the way that light dims down, and 50%, and let's go up to 100%. Mind you, this is a 300 watt light, and look at the kind of catch light it's giving me on the right side here. If I turn that off, brilliant. If I turn it back on, this gives me a bit of a glow here and to that chair on the side. And on the bottom, we got the color temperature slider. Let's go into the effects mode, and it's generally got almost the same effects. And again, you can control your brightness here at the bottom, and you can scroll through quite quick actually. Let's keep it to warm, and you can choose your temperatures at the bottom: warm, cool, normal, broken bulb, and I can change it the CCT range there, TV, warm, depending on the kind of mood you want to go for. And we can move it faster, the speed of it, we'll bring it down to its normal. A quick message, I'd like to see both lights in RGB versions. So let's go and take these lights off and show you what they look handheld. Okay, so this is what the C300X looks like in my hand. Extremely light and portable. If I could try to get this in focus, and as you can see, it's just running at 1%. That is just super crazy. Brilliant for higher lights, brilliant for lighting on the side. And just to show you, I'm gonna switch all the lights off in the studio now. Okay, so all the lighting in the studio that was lighting me has now been turned off. The only thing on me now is this. And it's brilliant for handheld use. And by the way, I'm only lighting it at 1%. I can take the dimmer up to, that's 100%, and now it's lighting the back up. You can press a button here and just bring it down in certain percentages as well, like I mentioned earlier. This is what the fan sounds like on the C300X. But all in all, it's just an amazing portable light, and I can't believe that it's actually 300 watts output. I've got this little shower curtain thing on it, and if I remove that, and this is the light in its barest, and to be honest, it's absolutely blinding me just at 1%. I'll put it back on. There you go. And now you can see why I've got this little covering on it. I am absolutely shocked that they've started making 300 watt lights that are simply handheld. I mean, to be honest, let me just give you an example. You can actually hold this light just with your 2 fingers, like I'm doing now. That's 300 watts, guys. That's absolutely 300 watts. Okay, guys, so this is now the SIRUI C60X, and you can see how small that is in my hand. And I've obviously got it on this softbox, which is the QR40 mini softbox, and it is a proprietary mount. Okay, so let me just take that off now. Just press the button on the bottom here, turn it, and there's the softbox. Let me just light that up so you guys can see it. And this is a mini softbox, by the way. Let's just put the fennel on that it comes with. Okay, so we're running that at 1% now, and it has got this mount on the bottom, and I've just got it on the light so I can easily carry it around. But guys, look at the size of my hand, and look at the size of the C60X. I'm just gobsmacked about these lights. And let me just switch off all the other lights in the studio. Okay, so the only thing lighting me up is this light. What do you guys think? And even if I took it off the stand, it'd be even smaller, but there you go. Now you totally believe that I can actually put it in my pocket. Let's get rid of that color temperature. And I'm just pressing the OK button to take it back up to 5600. And that's the kind of light I would get. Brilliant. You can get all sorts of light on this. Brilliant for a hair light, side light. And this has been the key light with the QR40 softbox. And let me just take this off the little tripod thing I've got going. And I just want to show you something. We've been running this light again, so this was running at just 1%, and this is the kind of light it's giving me at 5600 Kelvin. Got a few lights going on, but this is the main light now. Look at the size of it. It's a full color screen, as you can see. I'm gonna probably end up using this as my hair light, to be honest. I'm only holding this with one hand. Super crazy. And if I take this little fennel off, and you got a little clip here, press it, that comes off. So this is what the light looks bared, and it's a lot more punch in it actually. I'm gonna face it. If I face it to the, let's put that back on just to get a little bit more diffusion. It's almost like a camera, isn't it? I love the whole thing about it. And I've told you about this rubber grip, and even if you sort of had somebody had a little mini tripod like I did before, that would be kind of great with it. With all that out of the way, let's go and wrap up this video with some final thoughts. Together, the C300X Mark II and the C60X give you a powerhouse lighting combo. The C300X II delivers serious output in a compact, rig-friendly design, whereas the C60 is ultra-portable, smart, and built for fast, flexible setups. And the best thing for me personally is that both lights support wireless control, multiple power options, and handy accessories, making them a solid pick for mobile creators who want pro results without the bulk. So finally, would I recommend SIRUI's C300X Mark II and the C60X to you? Absolutely yes, 100%. So hopefully you found this video useful. If you've got any questions, drop me a DM on my Instagram at futureshockstudios. So anyway, peeps, that's all you're going to get from me for today. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, smash it if that's your kind of thing, subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll catch you in the next video.